Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 96. The album that I'll be reviewing today is Ice-T's second album, Power, released in 1988. For those who don't know who Ice-T is, he's an MC from LA, Los Angeles, California, originally from Newark, New Jersey. He got his start back in the early 80s, particularly 1982. This is before he became MC. He started off as a DJ first, you know what I mean? And then, before that, he was in the army. He got discharged because I think he had a kid coming on the way at the time, so they discharged him. And and if you guys know about Ice-T, he's affiliated with the Crips. He's a Crip, you know what I mean? So after he got out of the army, he just wanted to get away from the gang life, you know what I mean? But then he started reading, he had like a fascination towards a lot of pimps, you know what I mean? Like hustlers and pimps and stuff like that, like Donald Goines, Iceberg Pimp, Iceberg Slim, people like that, you know what I'm saying? And he started reading books like Soul on Ice, things of that nature. And then in 1982, he started off as a DJ. A little trivia too, most people know this, or some people probably don't know this, but he's actually featured on the movie Breakin', the movie that took place in Cali. It was kind of like the Beach Street of Cali, pretty much, with Turbo and Ozone. Well, there's a scene that where they're in a club and you see a young Ice-T DJing at the club. Just a little trivia over that. And then they put out a couple of 12 inches and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it's highly sought after and collector's items because they're long out of print. And I don't think they were I don't know that they were pressed nationally or whatever. I'm not sure about that. I think that was more of a local type of thing. So like I said, it might be a lot hard to find. And then fast forward tonight, people started liking his rhymes because a lot of people, he would DJ, but then he would start rhyming too, and people started liking his MC skills, you know what I mean? And so fast forward to 1987, he had put out with his first album, Rhyme Pays, which I need to get my hands on. I don't have that album in my collection. Need to get that. The album definitely, it was kind of like an underground hit, you know what I mean? It didn't really put him out there like that yet until this album right here, Power. All right, Power. I want to say this. Yeah, there's 3 singles if I'm not mistaken. I know I'm Your Pusher, High Rollers, and I think there was another one. I think those are the only 2 singles, I believe, but I know definitely I'm Your Pusher and High Rollers was a single. Alright, this is what the album looks like. It's 13 tracks. Darlene Ortiz, there's a good article on her. It kind of shows you a before and after of Darlene back in 1988, and I think the article was published back in the early 2010s. I think 2010, 2011, 2012. I don't remember, but yeah, she still looks good to this day, man. Very, very dope. That's what the album looks like. Like I said, the singles off the album is I'm Your Pusher and High Rollers. All right, that's what the album looks like. You see the back, and you see which I'm assuming is Africa Islam, who's the producer of the album, who does all the beats. You see him with the 12-gauge shotgun or the Mossberg. You see him with the Mac 10. You see it with the shot. You know what I'm saying? Pretty dope. And one thing I love about old school rap, old school hip hop albums is that produced by Ice-T and Africa Islam, is that you get to see the lyrics. You actually read the lyrics. That kind of shows you how important hip hop was at that time. You know what I mean? People really took that shit mad serious. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it, man. You just see the lyrics and stuff like that. Darlene Ortiz, again, Power. You know what I'm saying? Dope picture. All right, you know how I get down. Excuse me. I'm gonna get through some of the tracks. Get some water. Alright. The intro is just the intro, just saying, just like she's talking, you know what I mean? Just saying like how when he's making songs, like before it comes out in public, people in his crew is the first people to listen to it, you know what I mean? Like demos, the rough edges, edits, and all that stuff. That's what he pretty much talk about. And then when it's ready, when it's approved by them, then he'll put it out by the public, you know what I mean? That's pretty much what he's talking about. This is an intro. Track 2, Power, fucking love that song. Love how the song starts off. You just hear like the drums playing, you hear the rolling hi-hats and stuff like that. Definitely sets the tone of the album, you know what I mean? I love that beat a lot, man. That shit is dope. He definitely rips that song a lot. He definitely rips that song. It's pretty much, a braggadocio track by Ice-T. And let me change the song. Alright, yeah, Power is a braggadocio track pretty much, and like I said, sets the tone of the album. Track 3, Drama, it's pretty much a gangster street track, man, and it's pretty dope. I really like that joint a lot. Track 4, Heartbeat. Heartbeat is more like a club-oriented track. It's a type of joint that you play in the clubs at that time, like one of those at the clubs at the time. It has like a more club-oriented track. That's what I got from that shit right there. It's pretty cool. Track 5, The Syndicate, featuring Donald D. Donald D, he was an East Coast MC from New York. He was from the Bronx, but he was actually down with Ice-T's crew, the Rhyme Syndicate, which consisted, I believe it was African Islam, obviously, Ice-T himself. I think there was another dude named Head G or Henley or some Hen G, I think it was called. I think his name was Hen G. It doesn't say, but in the lyrics it does say. Lord Finesse too, but I don't think Lord Finesse was down with Rhyme Syndicate until like later on, like when he came out with I think it was like around 1990. That's when he joined Rhyme Syndicate. Like he was affiliated with them. But definitely on the second album, Return of the Funky Man, which I do have to do a review on, he was actually part of Rhyme Syndicate as well as DITC. Excuse me. Yeah. So like I said, the Syndicate. Getting back to the song, the Syndicate. The Syndicate is a posse track with Ice-T, Donald D from the Bronx, and Hen G. You know what I'm saying? It's just a dope posse cut. Donald D, he does his thing on the track, pretty dope. He's a dope MC. Definitely need to get his albums, but his albums are hard to come by. They're out of print, so good luck finding that shit. Yo, there's a song he did called Letter to the President. Woo! Yo, that beat, yo, he kills that shit. But enough of that. Track 6, Radio Suckers. Self-explanatory. Just talk about the radio stations not playing certain artists. He talks about how the radio artists, radio DJs, they don't play they don't play his music, and they don't play Public Enemy, because he was really down with Public Enemy at one point. Like he was really cool with them. I think to this day he's still cool with them, but he backs them up and shit like that. You know what I mean? He's just saying like how he doesn't play certain styles of music. You only play like the bougie music, like all the bullshit music that was coming out at the time and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. Track 7, I'm Your Pusher. It's pretty much I like to consider like an anti-drug song, you know what I mean? Because it starts off like a drug addict, coming up to Ice-T saying like, yo, let me get some drugs, let me get some dope. Dope being heroin or coke, you know what I mean? Really dope heroin, to be real with you. Yo, let me get some dope. He's like, nah, I'll give you a 12-inch. A 12-inch? What are you talking about? And like, nah, you wild. I want some drugs. I want that good shit. You know what I'm saying? And Ice-T's like, nah, I'll give you this. I'll give you an album. I'll give you an LP. I'll give you an album. So pretty much, he is an anti-drug, but it's also saying like, music is the drug. Music is a drug. Realistically, it is, because when you listen to certain music, it make you feel sad. It can make you feel happy. It can feel you excited. It can get you angry. It's the endorphins in your body that like makes you feel that way, and that's what I got from I'm Your Pusher. It's pretty much saying like, yo, I'm gonna push you. I'll give you my music. My music will be your drug. You know what I mean? But it's kind of but at the same time, it's an anti-drug song, and that's what I got from that. And that song actually got him, radio play, and I think it actually got him video play on MTV at the time, because MTV wasn't really playing hip hop. It wasn't really playing hip hop videos until like 1988 when Yo MTV Raps came about. You know what I'm saying? So. Track 8, Personal, that was pretty cool. That was a pretty dope track. Track 9, Girls LGBNAF, which stands for Let's Get Butt Naked and Fuck. Self-explanatory. It's self-explanatory. It's just a track that like, yo, let's meet up with the chick, let's fucking have a good time. That's what I got from that joint right there. High Rollers, pretty dope track. I really love that song a lot. That's pretty cool. High Rollers is pretty much like, I guess, paying homage to the hustlers. Just paying homage to the hustlers, the drug dealers, or the gang members and stuff like that. The niggas that's making money, pretty much, that's running the streets, putting in work in the streets, and making that money. You know what I mean? He's paying homage to that. Just saying like, yo, like, you wanna make that good, fast money, you gotta put in work in the streets, and that's what pretty much what he's talking about. And I'll get to at the end of the track, I'll talk about that. Grand Larceny, track 11. Grand Larceny is pretty much, it sounds like a stick-up song, you know what I mean? Like, you about to get stick up and stuff like that. It's the type of song you're a stick-up kid, you about to do some you about to be a stick-up kid and do some shit like that. That's the song you would play. Track 12, Solo on Ice. That's a pretty interesting track. It's pretty much like a poetry type of track. Like, he doesn't rap on it. It's like you hear you hear the beat in the background. They plays a beat in the background, but it's like he's doing like a slam poetry, like a kind of like a street poetry type of thing. You know what I mean? Even though hip hop is just poetry, but like a slam poetry, kind of like a Saul Williams, like that type of stuff. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what he's doing on this track. It reminds me of something the Last Poets would have done back in the 70s. That's pretty much what he did. So nice. Yeah, that's what he did with that. And track 13 was the outro, and that's pretty much it. And by the way, I'm Your Pusher actually features excuse me. It features Curtis Mayfield. Rest in peace to Curtis. Excuse me. It features Curtis Mayfield. So and rest in peace to Curtis Mayfield. Uses his sample, I'm Your Pusher, off the Superfly album soundtracks, which I do have in my collection. I have the vinyl. So, but yeah, man, and that's pretty much it, man. I highly recommend this album. It might be dated to. I'm just gonna let you. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. This album is definitely dated as far as beats, and I know some of my subscribers are big '90s heads, so it might turn some of you guys off. It's like real 80s. Like, you could tell it was made in 1987, 1988. You know what I mean? It has that real late 80s sound to it. You know what I mean? So it might turn you off. It might not be for everybody. I know some people don't really care for Ice-T. Ice-T is like an acquired taste to some. Some people don't like his rhyming style. I don't mind it. I do like it. It's somewhat original in my opinion. Is he one of the best? I don't think so, but I do like him. I think he's entertaining. He's a dope actor too. But yeah, Ice-T, yeah, he's definitely dope. By the way, Ice-T gets a lot of flack because he plays a cop on Law and Order SVU. My thing is, he's an actor too. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's evolved as a person. You know what I mean? Yeah, he still plays part into his pimp activities. He plays as a pimp because that's his persona. That's what he grew up as. But I feel like if you meet him, he's actually a good person and he keeps it real. I see some of his interviews, like, you know, some of his interviews, he always keeps it real. He's always true to himself. That's what I like about Ice-T. Ice-T, he keeps it to himself. He's true to himself. He doesn't change for nobody. That's what I like. He doesn't switch up for no fucking body, and that's why I fucks with Ice-T. I respect that about him. Excuse me. Yeah, man. And there was an interview he did a while back, or like back in the day, where he says, gangster rap is not supposed to be positive, which he's right. Gangster rap is supposed to make you be aware of what's happening in the hood, so you don't do the shit that they do, or the stuff that he's talking about. It's kind of like, I consider like gangster rap like conscious hip hop, if that makes sense. I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for that, but the reason why I say that is because gangster rap, you know, like I said, it's not supposed to be positive. It shows you the ills of the street. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it shows you the ills of the street, you know, and in this album he talks about the vulnerability about being in the game, in a street game, where like, yo, you will get locked up, you will get killed, you always have to watch your back. And that's what I got from that, you know, especially with this album, you know what I mean? Even though he does like praise like some of the hustlers and stuff like that, but it kind of shows you the ills. Like, for example, it shows you in the song I'm a Pusher, you know, he keeps pretty much, it's like an anti-drug song, you know. That's a perfect example. Instead of using drugs, you use music as your drug, you know what I mean? And it's something positive, you know, it brings people together, and that's what I got from that, you know what I mean? But people have this persona about Ice-T, like, oh, Ice-T, he's a gangster, then he's a cop, he's an actor, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man, like, people just need to get over that shit. And I understand people don't like his rhyming style. I could understand it, like I said, it's a quiet taste, but, and that's it, man. I do have to do a review on his Freedom of Speech, which I do have in my collection. I have this album, I have Freedom of Speech, I have OG Original Gangster, I have Home Invasion, and I have the 6th album, V1 or 6 as the Roman numeral number, Return of the Real, which he pays homage to like, you know, Return of the Jedi and stuff like that. But that's it, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.